I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We're all set to bring you a terrific contest here as these two divisional rivals renew acquaintances for the first time this season. There's always a little something extra at stake when these teams face off. It's the Bills going up against the Patriots. With that, let's welcome in our fine broadcast team. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, thanks. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the New England Patriots. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Patriots team entering play. They come in off a good win on the road, and now they hit the home opener at 1-0.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Bills, they're out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes that actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
On the return, here comes Keith Mumphrey. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Now the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Again, it's McCoy. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
After the penalty, it's McCoy. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
On second down, it's McCoy. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. A 3-yard gain and enough for the first down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Now a first down carry here for McCoy. And he's got some space here. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bills have taken the early lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Set to return. This is Brandon Cooks. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. So here come the Patriots now to take over on offense. They'll be led out by their quarterback, a product of NC State. It's Jacoby Brissett. They go play action here on first down. And incomplete to open things up. Unable to get it to Gronkowski that time. And that'll bring up second down. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
And on 2nd and 10 now.
Here we go.
The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
And that's a great opening series defensively. You force what should be a 3-and-out on your opening possession.
And great coverage there on third down to force the incompletion to set up fourth. Allen on to punt as he gets this one away. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football, and the plays he's making, he's throwing them in the offensive backfield.
On second down, here's Taylor. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Will the defense dial up the pressure? Let's see. 3rd and 11. A fake to McCoy. Now it's Taylor. It's caught. Jones. And he's going to be taken down deep into Patriot territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, That's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back.
Try and run it with McCoy.
Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Come on, let's go.
On 3rd and goal, Taylor. And he's got his tight end, Clay. Touchdown, Buffalo. Charles Clay, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bills will extend their lead. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Time for our first check of the NFL scoreboard. And the Steelers there out to an early lead. Ben Roethlisberger, an early touchdown pass in that one. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And the Patriots gearing up to go now. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Brissett, he's letting it fly for Cooks. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
But when it comes to the running game, the New England Patriots, they're one of the few teams in the NFL that I don't think care much about balancing things out.
Last year, to your point, 5th in passing yardage, number 30 in the run game.
What they want to do each and every week is make a game plan.
Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Preston Brown in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Here's Ryan Allen now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. Time running out here on the play clock. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Bills. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on this 4th possession.
Here we go. 38.
They'll start on the ground with McCoy. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Taylor now off the bootleg. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 1 quarter down. 14-0 is our score. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this.
The NFL on EA Sports is presented by Snickers. You're not you when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. 2nd quarter about to get underway with the Bills in possession. And they've got it here with a 1st down. Carry now for McCoy. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Here's Taylor. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Call it a gain of 5. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. The Bills on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with McCoy. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo 1st.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Throwing now, Taylor on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
It's Taylor. That is caught inside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Nick O'Leary, his 1st touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Hauschka now for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off Jarvis Jones. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
This is such a good read defensively. They know that this offense is going to try to get the ball to their playmaker in space. So what do? They crowd him and send bodies at him. And this one winds up being intercepted.
And here come the Bills. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me, and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Now Taylor to throw on second down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Dawson. And out of bounds right around the 20. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really doesn't.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Patriots have it.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
Eluding the pressure right. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
On 1st and 10, Brissett. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Holding offense.
Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
Second down, Brissett. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got a man, complete. It's a big play there for the Patriots. 43 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. Throwing, Brissett. Well, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be fourth down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. They'll give him a yard on the play, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Foxborough after this. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will have the highlights and analysis of this first half from our studios in Orlando.
And I have a feeling those highlights will be pretty one-sided, too.
I think you're right, partner. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Throwing again, Brissett on 2nd and 10. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was hoping to get that one to Tevin Coleman in space. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
To throw is Brissett. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. So they took a shot there on 3rd down. Couldn't get it. Now it's 4th. Well, he's been the guy already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
Elsewhere, 2nd quarter in D.C. And that one all Packers right now. They've scored again. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Dances by him. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Tyrod Taylor now gears up to lead his offense again. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead.
And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Derek Rivers, the outside linebacker, drops him for a loss of 6. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. Nowhere to get away, and down he goes. Taylor is sacked. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Taken in at the 22. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Brissett now on second down. Finding some room at midfield. It's complete to Chris Conley. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Fresh set of downs here. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. A first down throw for Brissett. And he rifles one incomplete. Gronkowski the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
All right, need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football. We just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
And that's complete to Cooks. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Third and short yardage. Brissett. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll throw again. Brissett. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That one good for 7 that time. And it gives the Pats a first down.
Brandon, I won't go overboard here, but it looks like he's off to another nice start after what he did last week when he was the AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, obviously a great start to the season, doing it in week 1. He's one of those guys we maybe had pegged for a big year, showing out so far.
Hey, you did say that to me in preseason. Looks like you're on target.
First down, Brissett. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. Elsewhere, second quarter in D.C. Early lead in that one for the Packers. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses.
Thanks, Brandon. I'm Larry Ridley, and welcome to our EA Halftime Report. The Patriots are down right now. They have to feel like they're still in it. The Bills came in prepared for this game, and it shows in the way they've played. All right, here we go. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Bills have it at the 37. It's McCoy who gets into open space, and he'll end up sprinting into the end zone. They strike first in the half. Midway through the first, Taylor is on point with the throw, and he'll eventually be brought down, but not before getting to the 7-yard line. Sticking with the same drive, Clay's the target on the quick pass, and after the short pass, he'll score. As they move out in front, 14-0. Bills with it now early in the second. Taylor's on target here and ends up working for a touchdown. The Bills up now by 21. Offense on the field now after the pick. Clay's at the catch but fumbles here. Now till late in the first half, here the pass would be completed into coverage. He ends up at the 44-yard line before he stopped on the play. So that'll do it for us here in Orlando. For the call of the second half, let's hand it back over to Brandon and Charles. Brandon.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And we move to spotlighting Brandon Cooks. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Chris Conley, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. New England on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, Brissett. And they take him down. The Bills get to him.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. 51 yards on the punt there. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Taylor with a give to McCoy. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. And that's McCoy, who is still down following the play. Appears shaken up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. On second down, Lacey. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
Following the penalty now, Lacey. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Now that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
Taylor will throw. Left side here, caught by Clay. And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that, and when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. If you got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. Sometimes those guys taken in the 7th round, you can think, oh, maybe he's just happy to be in the league. I don't think that's the case here.
And you know those actor friends that we have? How do they start every script?
I don't have any actor friends.
What's my motivation, right? Now, this guy's motivation is you got picked in the 7th round, so no one expects you to make the team, let alone have an impact. And we know plenty of guys have done exactly that as 7th rounders.
Really, it's a solid draft class from a year ago. They were able to address some key weak spots on their team and fill in some holes.
And they were able to identify the players they wanted early in the process. Got a little bit of luck, as some guys may have fallen to them. But for the most part, knew their philosophy and stuck to it.
The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
He's got the hook up with Conley. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
A 2nd down throw for Brissett. Escaping the pressure right. And he slides to avoid the hit. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. From the red zone now, Brissett, screen play, McKinnon. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. And quickly they get to the line. From the gun, here's Brissett. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Holding offense.
Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Gotta figure this is one they need here on 3rd and goal. Now Brissett. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Chris Conley, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Patriots get a score closer. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
An update now from down in Miami. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Jay Ajayi, a touchdown on the ground in that one. And the Bills getting set to go. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you. Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically, but a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
On first down, it's Taylor. He's got a man complete. It's Clay. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Now flags will come in. One of the Bills got going a little early.
False start, offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. On second down, Taylor. And avoids the contact by sliding. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th. A 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
By the way, they're into the second half now in Philadelphia on the NFL scoreboard. And the Eagles have moved out ahead in that one. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Now a handoff here to his running back. And now where are they going to mark him here? Well, they say he did get back to the 1-yard line, but that could have easily been 2 points the other way.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. So I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter. New England on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Out of his end zone, Brissett. And able to find Conley. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Chris Conley, 99 yards. And the Patriots are back within a score. So how about that for a backbreaker? Again, 99 yards.
And how about the audacity of the play call? When you're backed up that close to your goal line, usually you're just trying to run some type of a wedge play, a quarterback sneak, a dive, anything to try and create some room and take care of the ball. But that's confidence in your offensive line that they'll protect the guy throwing it, and he finds his guy for 99 yards. I love what they just did.
And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets him back within a field goal. Well, I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
The Bills offense now, they get set to head back on the field. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Let's go!
On second down, here's Taylor. He'll set up the screen to Lacey. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Lacey. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
The Bills' passing game, getting them down the field. They've got another first down. Well, I'm sure he likes his performance a little bit better than last week. He had the 3 interceptions here, none in the fourth quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put in a tremendous amount of work this week, but maybe the matchup is just better for him. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. It's almost like those golfers. Certain courses fit their eye, and they like what they see, and other courses, as soon as they tee it up, they know they have no shot. Maybe that's the difference for him. Last week, no. This week, a big yes.
Off the play fake, here's Taylor. Oh, and now he bowls him over. The swing pass caught. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Corey Brown, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bills will extend their lead. It's in the fourth quarter down in Miami. The Dolphins, they have extended their lead in that one. A win would be their second on the young season. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So the Patriots coming out now. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone. I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Now he'll escape to his right. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. Brissett. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here's Brissett. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. So they really needed points here in a two-score game. Could not come away with anything there on fourth.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called him.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. They go play action now, Taylor. And the pressure gets to him again. Michael Kendricks in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
Here we go.
Third and long, it's Taylor. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, this from 46. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the fourth.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give him some breathing room and lets him build up a little cushion.
And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. Good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Now we have Hyde still on the ground here, staying down after that last play. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. On 1st and 10, Brissett. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Let's go.
Second down, Brissett. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Chris Conley, his 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score. It's been quite the game for him individually. A trio of touchdown catches now.
So pick a route, any route. Whatever you want him to run, he's going to do it and do it well and end up in the end zone. This has really been fun to watch.
Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall at the 22-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Now Taylor to throw on second down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And to give this time to the tailback. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Here's Colton Schmidt now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. This is taken at the 23. On the NFL scoreboard there in the fourth quarter in Philadelphia. Now you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A win would be their second on the young season.
Here we go.
He'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
He's back to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And it's 3rd and 4. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. A first down throw for Brissett. And Cooks hands it over the middle. And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. A good pickup there at 22. Brissett on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Preston Brown in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Throwing, Brissett, and he's going to go down again. Preston Brown able to disrupt yet another pass play. His 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game.